Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today on this fine Tuesday? Actually, it's crappy outside. It's rainy, it's dreary, cold. That's okay. It's nice. It's nice and 21.9 degrees Celsius in the room with 32% humidity in here. Perfect printer building indoor weather. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? It is Tuesday. It is the last, most likely the last part of the Prusa MK3S Plus build. We got to do some electrical. This stuff has to go somewhere. So we're going to get it all wired up. And hopefully some movement out of it and maybe the test print. So for those that have never followed along with one of these build series, usually what we do is when the build is done, we do an additional episode after as kind of like a recap. So get the printer printing at the beginning and just kind of hang out, talk about the build. And oh, apparently I'm live. Thank you, YouTube. So yeah. So we're going to wrap this up. We're going to get the electrical stuff. I need to get the manual here. Turn on the music. Prusa MK3S Plus build guide. There we go. So how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Watching at work? Ooh, breaking the law, breaking the law. Okay, so we did, last week we did the extruder, LCD, and the bed. So now we have to do the electronics. This is moderately difficult, and it's 46 steps. Warning, make sure to protect your electronics against ESD. Keep the Xyz board in the anti-static bag until it is needed. You're not my mom. We did take it out last week. Oh no. So, yeah, we're hopefully going to get this all wrapped up. Apparently, somebody told me doing the electronics on this is akin to just kind of, basically the wires all just get stuffed in a box. That's kind of how it is, apparently. So, we'll see. I really got to clean my desk up. Evening from Germany. Good evening in German. Question, will the Radx 0 work in place of the Pi 02? It's if you can install Linux on it, you should be able to get Clipper on it. You just have to install it manually. There's like basically you have to go in SSH into it and do a bunch of command line stuff to install the packages for Clipper. There's no OS image like Mainsail OS or Fluid Pi or Octoprint, for example. So all the Europeans. This is like prime time for the Europeans, so it kind of makes sense. There's a plethora of you guys, you folk. So yeah, so what do we got to do here? What do we got to do here? Apparently there's some parts. I'm going to need some parts. So, preparing the Xyz door. I'm going to need some parts and some stuff. Okay, so let's get that. Electronics, that. And I'll put the Xyz aside. I don't need it yet. Put that there. Oop. Overhead. Zoom in. Pivot. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Ooh, that works. Good enough. Dinner's done. I just ate lunch. I had myself a heaping bowl of Chef Boyardee. Because I'm a grown adult and I can do what I want. I was going to use my little bowl that I use for screw storage, but this is like all the screws out of an Ender 3 that I ripped apart. So that's going to go there, and we're just going to put everything on the desk and hope we don't lose anything. So I'm going to need the door, which is this part here, and the hinges, which are these two here. Need to put a square nut in there. Okay. If the nut is loose in the slot, it can easily fall out and then possibly short some electrical. Okay, so you don't want this falling out. Okay, so we're good there. Identifying holes. Turn the rear side of your printer towards you. Okay. Holes with blue arrows used to mount the Xyz. So it's that one and that one. So I got to identify the holes. So, yep, those are holes. Okay. And we're using this one and this one. Okay. Why build a Prusa? Why not? Why would I not want to build one of the most recommended and highly rated printers of all time? Plus, like, that's kind of the channel. We build printers and mods and whatnot, so why not build it? Okay, an M310. Yep. So that goes in there, and that goes there, and that goes like that. Okay. Should I bring print and chill? Well, it's not print and chill Tuesday. Print and chill is the Friday stream. Oh, the anodizing or whatever. Whatever finish they have on here. Doesn't want to go in too well. That's okay. Remember, kiddies, cross-threading is nature's Loctite. There we go. Then we put that on like that. Then another one goes in there. Okay. Nope, one. Desktop. Galling is the best thread lock. I know. Trying to follow chat for this. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. Okay. Let me catch up on chat here. Building a Prusa is always fun. I'm actually really liking this build. Yeah, these PETG parts are a wee bit shiny, but I understand when you're mass producing parts, it's form over function a lot of the time. It's just, or function over form. It's just get it built. Okay, so I gotta wrap the X-axis cable. Okay, because it's like, oh, actually. Where'd that other sleeve go? Uh-oh. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd that other sleeve go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd I put it? I had it earlier, and now I don't know where I have it. Oh, there it is. Like, I found it on the floor, and I'm like, wait, I need this. Okay, so put this on. It's an ES 126, I think. How long does it take? This is stream 3. I've been told it's about an 8-hour build, which seems about right. If you're not, you know, running a live stream show at the same time. Apparently there's a tool for this, and I can never, I don't know what it is. I've got, like, my thumbs just don't ever want to, like, work this stuff right. Like, never get it in the sleeve. Let's just try and shove it down the middle, maybe? Nope, that ain't gonna work. The sleeve is shorter than the cable. What do you mean it's shorter than the cable? It's not. How is this shorter? I gotta cut it, I guess. I guess they gave me extra for some reason. Oh, dang it, I hate this stuff. There's a tool. I know, somebody mentioned it last week and then I forgot about it. I was going to print it and then I didn't. No, they're the same length. Both of these are the same length. I checked it on the stream. Or this one's so long, it's too long. So I don't think this is actually the right one. This might just be a random sleeve that I had floating around that I just have. I don't think this is actually the one that came with the kit. Because I checked them last week and they were both the same length. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just some random one I had. No, I grabbed the wrong sleeve. I don't know where the one with the kit is. Because I checked them last week. If you watched last week's stream when we put the sleeve on the bed, I looked at them and I'm like, oh, these are both the same length. And this one's longer. So I'm assuming this is just some random one I have. Because, let's be honest, I have enough random printer parts around that that's probably what happened. So that's probably what ended up happening. There we go. Burn those ends with a lighter. I don't even think I have a lighter. I used to smoke, so I had lighters everywhere, and then I quit smoking, and I've just kind of not bought lighters. I think I got a barbecue lighter in the kitchen, but I think we'll be good. There we go. Okay. And then I'm supposed to put a zip tie. There we go. Oh, Steve's here. Everyone say hi, Steve. Okay, so we got that. We got that. Prepare the following steps, please. Xyz base, a bunch of screws, the Xyz, and a sticker. I need to put a sticker on it? Why do I need to put a sticker on it? I don't know where the sticker went. Oh. New kits are shipped with the silver label affixed to the frame. Am I supposed to put this on? I guess. Does it really matter? Sure, why not? There we go. I guess that's my serial number. Last day of my third 4-day week in a row. Oh, must be nice. Okay, preparing the Xyz. The Xyz has a maintenance opening for the Pi 02 or Pi 02. Oh, they've updated to include Pi 02W wording. Nice. If you tend to use this mini computer, you can carefully cut the piece of plastic. So here's the thing. I want to put a Pi 02 in this if I can get my hands on one. Yeah, that's basically it. So I will be doing that in the future, but in the meantime, I'm just going to leave it on because that's how it comes. But I will be putting a Pi 02 in this. Okay. Prepare the base. Oh. Phone's going off. Got a message from David. I don't know if he's in chat, but if you are in chat, hi David. And yes, I can. Thinking my wife is home. I'm hearing the dog moving around upstairs, so I'm assuming my wife's home. Oh, there's David. Hi, David. Okay. Okay. And then there's 2 in there. All the square T-nuts. I do not like T-nuts. I do not like square T-nuts. I do not like them in a can. I do not like them, Sam I am. Heat sets, Prusa. Heat sets. i3 Mark IV. Heat sets. Shut up, Tellus. Quit spamming me. Okay. Message you in Discord, but I don't have any use for. I need to get a PO box set up. I don't want to give my address out anymore. Not saying anything bad has happened, but kind of with the way the channel is growing, I don't want to be giving my address out. So I need to get a PO box set up. I do appreciate that though. It's just, yeah. I need to go see if they can do PO box forwarding. Because I don't want to have to drive to PO box. I'd rather just them forward it. Yeah, Canada, everyone's out of pies in Canada right now. And I'm still actually, every now and then I look for, keep an eye out to see if there's any kind of place I can rent or whatever. Oh, I'm putting the Xyz in now. For like a workshop, like, you know, just like an old, you know, whatever. And it sucks because every now and then I find something that's like, oh, that would be perfect until I actually look at the thing. Because there was one, it was like 18 by 30 feet. It had its own power. And I'm like, sweet. And then I actually like look at the pictures. It's just some guy's garage in like the shitty part of town. And it's like, no. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Concerning, what's concerning? Oh yeah, Tom's a sand ladder in the hospital there. I've seen that on Twitter. Hopefully it's just like a minor stress-induced thing and he gets better. He looked okay, but that's just a picture on Twitter. Okay. Let's make this easy. I don't see the Mark extruder coming out with the full extrusion frame. I don't think they would. They probably keep the frame the same. Honestly, if you know, Joey P handed over the reins and said, make the Mark IV, it would pretty much be this with a new extruder, new hot end. I don't know if they would go to rails. Maybe rails on the y-axis for the bed. 32-bit controller. But honestly, I could see them taking stuff from the XL. I could see them using a segmented heated bed. I could see them using the new tool head with the next extruder and whatnot. And why would you have two different lines of tool heads? Just put the tool head from the XL on this. That's honestly what the Mark IV will be. Will be the next extruder tool head from the XL, a segmented heated bed, which means it'll be a bigger bed because I think those are square. This is like rectangular build print volume. 32-bit processor. I don't see them changing the form factor though. I don't see them changing the form factor, honestly. Okay. Do that. Oh, was I leaving it on the wrong screen the whole time? Sorry. Okay, the blue hole's arrows, so. Okay, so I put those in. Do you have a good video talking about how to line your Z screw so it's perfectly vertical with the coupler? No, because this is actually like the first time I built. Well, actually, no, I did it on the V-Minion. But okay, this is the second time I've worked on a printer that has couplers. My my V1.8 and my Trident are integrated lead screws. So the lead screw has the Z motor has the lead screw integrated in it. That's actually probably another thing I'd like to see on this. It's actually, there's a chance that you get a bent lead screw and the whole thing's kibosh. You gotta get a new one. It's not like this where you can just replace the lead screw. But Z motors that have the lead screw integrated into it is a better arrangement than having a coupler. Impressions on the manual so far? Pretty good. Okay, before mounting the base of the frame, take the cable from the Y-axis, or X-axis, and plug it into the Xyz. Okay, I'm assuming it's the first one. Okay. Push the sleeve into this. Oh, I see. So that goes like... Okay. Yeah, this is totally not the spec sleeve. This is a little bit thicker. Oh well. Okay. and then we mount it on and get it with the Allen keys. Okay. Easy peasy. I just hit myself in the head with the printer. Ooh, it like snaps on. Okay. There. This is why you want ball and Allen keys. There we go. Okay, so we got the controller on. Here, let me, because I'm going to be wiring this up, so let me get the mobile cam set up here so you guys can actually see what I'm working on. Somewhat. Just get it ready. Going mobile. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we got that on. Okay. So in the following steps, we will manage all the cables on the printer. We've tested several different ways to do this. This seems to be the most efficient. In the upcoming step, please tighten all zip ties carefully as you might pinch the wires. Turn the printer on its side, or turn the printer on the UPS side. That's stable enough. Not really. Camera's in the way. Bed. Rather not rest on the bed. Okay. How'd you get in there? Okay. What's my stance on arc welder? I've never used it. I run Clipper, which doesn't need it on most of my machines, but I might try it on here. We'll see. Okay, so there's like a little... Okay, so... That goes there. Turn the printer on its side, then guide the cables below the extrusion. Okay. Slide the zip tie through the circular holes in the frame. Push the cable gently. Okay, so it's just holding on that one wire. Okay. Yeah, arc welder doesn't really make sense with Clipper because the way the motion system on Clipper works, it's better. It doesn't require arc welder. Because what arc welder does, if I'm not mistaken, 3D printers actually work in straight lines. So when you do a curve, it's actually a lot of little short straight lines, and then it looks like a curve. And arc welder makes it a curve. Because in actual machine G code, you can do a curve. Like a CNC machine can cut a curve. There's a G code call out for do a curve with this radius, this start point, this end point, blah, 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 blah. There's a G code call out for curves. 3D printer G code don't have that. It's too dumb because we're still slave to having to support 8-bit controllers. But Clipper, the way the Clipper motion planner works is more, it's better. I'm not going to break down the coding of it. But basically the way the motion planner is, it allows a much smoother curve, essentially. And arc welder does like the same thing for Marlin. But again, I run Clipper on most of my machines. So I don't. But I will give it a shot. Maybe with this, we'll see. Be part of my testing. Yeah, and we use STLs, which are, again, just a bunch of triangles. Like, STLs are ancient in terms of, like, how old, like, an actual STL is. Okay, so, we got that. Zip tie all this to the frame, right here. Like, I think a lot of slicers now support 3MF, but it's still, the industry standard is still STL pretty much. I know it's funny, years ago I was printing for somebody at work, and they're like, oh, can you, I need something printed, and he had designed it in CAD, and the guy like designs multi-million-dollar molds, so he knows his CAD, and he's like, okay, what file do you need? I'm like, I need it as an STL, and he's like, what? Like, what year is it? I'm like, yeah, that's what 3D printers work in. It is what it is. Okay, there's some good there. Here, we're going to add our Y motor in and keep going. Okay. Excuse me, are you from the past? Like, let's be honest, it could be a lot worse. It could be better, but it could be a lot worse. Like, for most of what we're printing, again, remember, 3D printers are nothing but glorified hot glue guns splooging out molten plastic. You're only going to get so accurate with the setup anyways, so. But if you're printing something like, oh shoot, where'd I put it? Where'd the wubby? There's the wubby. So, you know, if you print something with, you know, this isn't exaggerated because the model's blown up, but at the scale this model was designed, it looked like a rounded surface. But when the model's blown up, you get all these facets on it. That's an exaggeration there, but that's basically everything's made up of small, flat planes. Go. Do I still have my first print? I do. It's my toolbox at work that I still gotta go pick up. I'm gonna try this weekend. Sucks trying to move a toolbox when you don't have a truck. Okay. So that's there, and I guess these just kind of. That's it. Okay. I know, it's just sitting in the crib there at work. It's just, I don't really need anything in it. It's not like I went to work at another shop. Okay, so there's that. And then, okay. But, yeah. I know. Apparently these get stuffed in there. Ribbon cables. Why are we using... It's current year. Why are we using ribbon cables still? I don't like that. Okay. So that goes down there. And it comes across there. And then it gets all zip tied up. Okay. So. No music? I have music playing. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. I turned it down a little bit last time. There we go. Oh, wait, no, I almost screwed that up. These don't go in, they go under. They go under. Oh, smart. Smart. And this goes like that. Are blind joint connections strong compared to external bolt through like an ender? Blind joint, in the case of a 3D printer, blind joints are plenty strong. Okay, with the bolt through method, you have the bolt sitting on this big thick meaty piece in the middle, but with a blind joint, but with a blind joint, it's, well, it's the wrong size screw. But basically, it's sitting on the thin lip there because the bolt is like sitting on the lip there. So the thing is, do you think you're going to bend that piece of metal there? If you are, then you gotta go bolt through. But for a 3D printer and the forces involved in it, blind joint is plenty strong enough to keep it from falling apart. Trust me. Okay. So slide zip tie through here. Cables. And that. Okay. And everything else. Okay. So okay. I think we're okay. That's pretty tight. Okay, so okay, now flip it up. You'd better put silicone on those magnets under the bed. They get loose from the heat and cooling down. Oh, you think they're falling out? Again, I'm not doing anything. I'm not modifying anything on this for a bit. I'm going to run it completely bone stock, even with the no lube in the rails, which I'm going to... Yeah, it's going to annoy me very quickly. Okay. Prepare the following. So insert the heated bundle in Xyz. But yeah, I'm running this bone stock for a bit. So okay. Did I pay for this? No, this Prusa was provided graciously by Printed Solid for the purposes of this video series and review and whatnot. So shout out to David. If you need to get some printed stuff, check out Printed Solid. Or not printed stuff, but actually, I don't know if they sell printed parts. But either way, go check out Printed Solid for 3D printer stuff. And filament. We're going to give away some filament. Make sure, if you have not entered, we're doing a draw. I think I forgot to mention it even at the beginning. But for all these Prusa builds, we're giving away some Jesse PLA. So if you live in Canada or the US and you want your chance to win some, enter in the description, or the link's also pinned in chat. So, do this now. Did I see the video? Yeah, I'm aware about the Creality BS. I've been following it on Twitter. So yeah, daily reminder. Creality is Creality Cloud, the website, is actively like stealing models. And incentivizing it actually almost. And then also on top of that, their Kickstarter for their lizard scanner thing got taken down because they stole the software for it. And apparently they also got their money. So not only did they get their money, they're like, it got taken down and then they got the money and then they ghosted everyone because apparently they opened up an email saying like, oh, if you have any questions about like if you supported it and what's going on, you can, you know, here's our email address. And then they proceeded to like ghost everyone. So yeah, good job, Creality. The speedrunning pissing off the entire 3D printing community pretty quickly. This box feels kind of flimsy, honestly. Okay, so we got that. Okay. It's important and crucial to connect the Psu and Hb cables in the correct order to the Xyz. Positive wire must be connected to positive slot. There are two versions of the cable with different coloring. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. Cable management. Okay. I'm going to hopefully be setting it up. I'm going to try this week and go set it up. Okay, so it's positive, negative. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff this week in regards to like the YouTube channel and whatnot. Getting it all set up proper. Because I did my taxes on the weekend. In Canada, we got till like May 2nd to do them. Totally did it last minute. And, ouchies. So, make sure you continue support of the channel. Makes all this possible. Consider becoming a member. Purchasing some Only Benchies merch. Or even just a donation during the stream. Yeah, the tax man, government got them money from me. Actually, somebody did. I'm going to butcher that. Marcial, thank you for becoming a member. Luminaire, thank you for becoming a member. And then I think... yeah, same thing. So it's positive, negative the whole way across. Yeah, that's why I set up like the... we do the monthly members only live stream, which we already did the one for April. Yeah, we did. And I have plans. I think I'm going to do it on the next one. I'm going to set up a Discord, I think. And I think roll it out first for members and Patreon supporters, and then see how that goes. Because let's be honest, I already moderate. I'm already on the mod team of a 30,000 person Discord. So, I got some more. Luminaire, thank you for becoming a member. Cross 2010, $10. Cheers. Save this for the next year's taxes. Mystery 512, thank you for becoming a member. Do you want to wait to ship notebook and prawns until you get them? Ben, you can. You already have my address, so I'm fine there. I'm trying to prevent my address getting out to more people. But no, you're okay, Ben, because you already have it. I just don't want to give out my address for future. There's a bunch of random Chinese companies have my address too. Have I seen the... yeah, I've seen it. I'm very curious about the... okay. IRCFA buffer array. If you can DM me a link to it. I looked through a bunch of them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up going with. That's on the list of things to do. That is the bed. So the bed's wired up. That's good there. The PSU cover. Oh, okay. Now it's time to make the final check of the power cables. Make sure you've connected the right polarity. Note that the PSU and INZ boards have different order in the polarities. Okay. So it's red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. It would have been nice, total nitpicky thing, but they have all red spade connectors on. It would have been cool if they had like, the red wire had a red connector, the black wire had a black connector. That's a total nitpicky thing. That's like just kind of, like when I crimp, I use red and blue. So I look at the actual connector right away and I know. But you should always check the wires too. Okay. Because you can always crimp on the wrong connector. The wire is the wire. Actually, I need to put it from this side. Yeah. Okay. The crimp colors correlate to diameter. I don't think so. The ones I use here are same diameter, I think. It just depends on the manufacturer. There is no like industry standard. Remember that. Oh, it is the size? Okay. I don't know. I bought just a pack of them off like Amazon a year ago, and I've just got red and blue, and there's a whole whack load of them. And they're all pretty much the same. Yeah, if it is, it is. I don't know. I think they like some of them overlap, because I don't know, these... My red ones here and my blue ones here. I don't know about you. Those holes look pretty much the same size. So. It would make sense. It would make sense that different colors denote different size, but I don't think there's an industry standard for that. They overlap at 16. Okay, so maybe that's why they work. Please tell David that Jesse is great, but we're still desperate for him to make Elixir and FX. Okay. David, if you're listening, make... You know what? I'm gonna... There. I DM'd him that message. So, and cheers for the 10. Okay, back to this. So we got that on. Bundle the wires up. Blah. Blah. Oh, I'm just bundling them. Okay. Over there. Ooh. Nice 3DP, €2. Paid 46% on my taxes. Here's the thing, I have no problem paying taxes. I have no problem paying taxes. As long as my taxes go towards things that I want my taxes to go towards, I am perfectly fine paying taxes. I have no problem with paying taxes. Because if we all pool our money together, we can get better things like healthcare and whatnot. And it's cheaper overall. But, you know, I don't like my taxes going for other things. Find the slot for the nylon filament. You will need this for the next step. Okay. I don't even know where the nylon filament is in this anymore. Oh, it's like right at the end. Okay. Okay, so find that. There's that. Before we proceed, we need to twist the textile to prevent the cables from slipping out. Okay. Twisty, twisty, twisty. Oh, no, wrong one. If I want no taxes, move to Somalia. Exactly. I like my, you know, free healthcare and, well, universal healthcare. It's not free healthcare. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh wow, they really got twisted. Okay, let's. There we go, now it's twisted. Okay. Okay, so put the nylon into the hole. No, it's inside the textile sleeves. Okay. I have to cut that one second. Ooh. That went flying. Okay, so now we're going to put that on. Okay. Trying to do this and not block your camera view is kind of poopy. Putting a cover on. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Thoughts on the negativity? There's 30,000 people in the Voron Discord. We police it as best we can. However, there's 30,000 people in the Discord. So even if, 1% of people are being a dick, that's still, what, 300 people? So anytime a project gets big, there is a toxic amount of, it just rises. Because as the community gets larger, even if only 1% of people are toxic, it makes it larger. Go on like the Prusa Facebook group. Go on any large community. Okay, lightning round. I'm not condoning it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning it. What is a super large community? I'm talking more than several thousand people that doesn't have any toxicity at all. We do what we can. Vorons have always been a technical build. They were actively working. That's like what a lot of the whole manual updates and everything is, to make it more newbie friendly. But originally they were never designed for newbies. They were designed for people who build 3D printers. They were like a hobby thing. Twitter. But yeah, we try to do what we can, but it's still a very large community. And when it's a large community, unfortunately, there's certain aspects you got to deal with. And we do what we can. If somebody's giving you problems on the Discord, like if somebody's actively being toxic, open an admin ticket. We'll deal with it. Okay, so now what? I gotta shove all this stuff in here. Okay, so both. Connect the LCD cable with 2 stripes on the left and 1 stripe on the right. Okay, so 2 on the left. Okay, so my programming Discord with 40 people. I'm programming Discord with 40,000 people and no toxicity. Jesus, come back and do a miracle? Well, actually, I don't think you guys can kind of see. But yeah, we do what we can. If somebody is actively being a dick, call it out, open an admin ticket, and we'll deal with it. We don't want toxic people on the Discord. Just unfortunately, you know, a lot of people didn't sign up to be admins, or what I was gonna say. We never meant for the community, like, it was never meant to be a super large community. Like, we never went into it thinking, oh, we're gonna have all these people. Let's just have fun making printers. And now all of a sudden, we got 30,000 people. Get behind. Okay, let's see. One, but not the other one. Two, going in. You are stuck on that. 1 second. There. Live streams don't seem to have the negative people. That's good. Also, Sanity's got the ban hammer ready to smack people down if people start being dicks, too. I don't like Toxic. Toxic is boring. It sucks. Okay. Yeah, so 2 is the left one. Okay. So that just kind of goes like that, I guess. It's going to focus on here, which is going to suck. Like, focus on the hands. Okay, follow the hands. Follow the hands down. Follow the hands. No. Wait. Spot focus. Wait. Spot focus. There we go. Spot focus. Lose the Discord. Oh, God, no. Forums. What year is it? No, honestly, the whole forums come up all the time. Okay, we have a Discord. There's a Facebook group, and there's a Reddit subreddit. Okay, 2 subreddits actually, although one's for cereals. So there's already that many communities we got to police, and the Facebook isn't official. There are some people from the mod team, like the admin team, on Facebook as well as part of the admins there, but the Facebook group is unofficial. Like it's not anything official. It still has like 20,000 people. And now we're not going to go and add a forum to it. The reason we use Discord is because the team used to be much smaller, and it was pretty much only active builders on it. So it was a lot easier, especially when you're developing a printer and doing like small groups, just have a chat room. And it just somehow we have 30,000 people now. That's why the community is kind of Discord. It's just, that's what we have. Okay, so now I got to plug everything in. Okay. X-axis already connect the Y motor labeled and make a loop like the cable. What? Okay. Why am I making a loop? Why did you guys give me all this extra cable? Okay, I really understand the whole shove it in now aspect of this build. Okay. And then the Z motors. Oh my God. See, if these weren't proprietary connectors, I would totally cut these and shrink them right now and make these wires shorter. I don't have those connectors, unfortunately. Extruder. Whatever. Okay. Connect the, and then yellow, guide the power panic connector into the bottom right corner. I'm assuming this is the power panic. Oh, okay. Okay. Slightly bend the zip ties. There too. What? Oh, okay. Gotta put some zip ties in now. See, the problem is, like, you can't see directly into this. Like, you can't see directly into the box because you got the power supply in the way. So you kind of have to, like, go at it on an angle. And it's... Okay. And another one. Okay. Now what? Hello? 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 Oh, geez. How long have we been muted for? That was an accident. The screen button is next to the... It's been a while since I've hit the wrong button. It's been a while. Okay. Connect the hot end cable. I'm assuming the hot end one's a big one here. Okay. Hot end fan. I can't even see what I'm doing in here. Okay, and then I got this one, which is the super pindo, which goes... Doesn't have the super pindo in here. You got all that. All that. The super pindo just magically... Okay, connect the IR phone. Oh, the super pin goes there. I missed it. Okay. Okay. Now, I gotta shove it all in the box. Good God, this is horrible. This is the most, like, 20 pounds of shit in a 3-pound box setup I've seen. Not all popped out, whatever. Use a heat gun, maybe it'll shrink fit. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look. That's how mine looks. We're just gonna roll with that. Okay. Finalizing the case. Put the big screw in. I can do that. Screws in from the other side. What? No. Okay. Mounting vibration feet. We already got them on. Assembling the spool holder. Ooh. Okay, so you got your spool holder. Goes in. That goes in. Don't use excessive force, okay? Vroom, vroom, vroom. And it leans backwards. Right. No, it leans forward. It leans forward? No, it leans forward. Oh, no, no, it leans backwards. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Don't want to mount that backwards. Ruin the whole build. Attaching the silver label. I already did that. Haribo time. No. Congratulations, you've just assembled. Now pre-flight check. Yay! Okay, apparently I gotta eat a gummy. So, for me to eat the gummy, we have to have almost as many likes as we have viewers, and we're not at that, so I can't eat the gummy, unfortunately. I don't like gummies, so if you want me to eat the gummy, I gotta bribe you somehow. Ooh, the printer's turning on. This is how you power it, right? I just got to move this really quick and it powers the printer. Scary. Likes are winning on doggo. I can check. I'll see if the doggo's out there, but I don't think, because I think... Coda. Yeah, no. I think my wife, when she got home from work, she went for a nap, and I'm pretty sure doggo is just hiding in the room with her. So 80 people must leave. Ah, close enough. I'll eat the dang Haribo. Horrible. I know the screen is flashing when the bed moves because the motor is a generator. When you give power to a motor, it spins. When you spin a motor, it gives power. And I'm pretty sure these aren't the sugar-free gummies. If these were the sugar-free, this would be a different kind of stream. Okay, pre-flight check. Super Pinda adjustment part 1. Ensure the printer is off and not plugged in. Okay. While moving the extruder, the X-axis motor works as a generator. You can create a small amount of electricity and the LCD might flicker. Move the with renewal slowly and controls. I've never actually seen anyone fry a printer by moving a motor around. Who was it? I can't remember what YouTube channel. They literally sat there and like moved it like as fast as they can, and it did nothing. Do you want to focus on me, camera? There we go. Focus on me. It's focusing on the Prusa because it's brighter. It's the orange, I think. You gonna focus on me? Whatever. I'll just go to the small screen so you don't see it's out of focus. Proper printing. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so move that to the left. Okay. Don't place the steel sheet on the heat bed during the Super Pinda process. Okay. So take the bed off. Drop everything on the ground. Okay, so move the extruder manually all the way to the left by rotating both screws at the same time, the Z-axis until it touches. Okay, don't place. What? Move the extruder to the right so the bed is still above, not out of the heat bed. Okay. Okay, so move this down. So am I tramming? Am I manually tramming it here? You know, if you guys had 2 stepper drivers, you'd be able to do this in software. Okay, so what? So I come down. Okay, so I'm manually tramming it. Okay. Okay, that's good. I'm like literally just above the bed. It auto trims, yeah, by slamming into the top. Well, it can't auto trim. It can't. The motors aren't independent. You can't independently tram the motors if the motors aren't independent. They're on the same driver. Okay. Move the extruder to the center of the x-axis. So let me up a bit. I want to drag it on my bed. Okay, take a zip tie from the package and place it under the super pinda sensor. Use the middle tip. You set the super pinda height with the zip tie. Okay. What? What? That... What? So, okay, so... Release the screw hole and gently press it against the zip tie. Oh. I mean... I'm a fan of saying, you know, it's a 3D printer, you don't need rocket science to build this. But that is just... Hopefully you're using OSHA standard zip ties. Okay. And it should be like... Okay. Now what? That's it, the assembly is over. What? That's it? That's it. Getting the vibe that the Prusa team knows the definition of good enough. Definitely. I guess, like, it makes sense. If every probe has the exact same sense distance and it's like you can control everything, then yeah, if the sense distance is that, and like... Now watch the video. There's a video? Well, we're not going to do a print today. I'm not going to do like a full-on print today. I'm going to do whatever our test print is on the SD card. So, yeah, that's it. So, do I just turn it on? See our free handbook, read the chapters, set up before printing. Okay, let me hide it here. Simmer. So I don't have the bed on it. How am I supposed to just manually move it up? I guess so. Which means I'm probably not square anymore, but I can fix that later easily. Put that on. So I got the flex plate on. Do I give it juice now? No, watch the video. What video? What video? I don't see a video. Zip drive. What the heck y'all going on about right now? Oh yeah, let's give it some power. Let's give it some power. Make sure we don't get any magic smoke. Okay. So, off. Plug it in. Do I have anything else left in there? Nope. Power cable and that. Nope. Okay. Is the online manual. Gives instructions when you turn on. Oh, okay. Ooh. English. Hi, I am your original Prusa i3 printer. Would you like me to guide you through the setup process? Yes. First, it will run the self-test to check most common assembly problems. Okay. This is the first time I'm getting the actual Prusa experience here, and I'm actually kind of excited to, let's see, okay. Please check the IR sensor connection. Unload filament if present. Okay. Insert the filament. Do not, okay. So we're gonna need some filament. How about for today, I don't have any Prusa orange. However, I do have some Jesse PLA orange, which is not Prusa orange, but I think it's close enough. So we'll go with that. It's pretty close. Okay. Ooh. Insert the filament. Do not load it into the extruder and then press the knob. Okay. Now we're sensor verified. Now remove the filament. Okay. Self-test start. You got fan spin. That's quiet. Okay. Checking the x-axis. Oh. Okay. Ooh, that's some rattle. This is loud. Calibrating home. Let me just mash in. What the fuck? It is loud. I thought 2130 is quieter than this. Okay, now it's checking the bed. Oh, the light's on. Well, I'm gonna put it on my little mat after this, and hopefully that quiets it a bit. Is the bed stuttering? I don't know. It says it's doing the self-test, and it said it's okay. Throw it on a paver. Well, I've got my chunk of concrete here, or granite, but I'm assuming it's checking the bed heating up. Yeah, it's warming up. It'll get quieter out of calibration. Okay, that makes sense. Get a sheet of paper. Why? Why do I need a piece of paper? Hello from Italy. Hello there. Hang it from the ceiling with bungee cords. I could do that. Okay, check on the hot end. It doesn't have a sock. It doesn't come with a sock? How does it... It just doesn't have a sock? Okay, I will run Xyz calibration now. It will take approximately 12 minutes. Oh, okay. Is it gonna crash? Please clean the nozzle. Okay, it's clean. Is a steel sheet on the bed? Yes. Please remove steel sheet from the heat bed. Okay. Place a sheet of paper under the nozzle during calibration. Okay. I need a piece of paper. Good old Prusa piece of paper. Okay. Shade of paper under the nozzle during the calibration of the first point. If the nozzle catches the... Okay. So what the fuck is it doing? So turn the power off, it touches. So as soon as it touches the paper, I power it off. Okay. What the fuck is it doing? I don't know. It says put the paper. What the fuck is it doing? Okay, but like if it grabs the paper, I'm supposed to stop it, right? Only if it hits the bed. Okay. Do this 9 times. I don't even know what it's doing. Searching for the magnets. It's staying in one corner. Mine has never hit the paper. Okay. Oh, interesting. It said this would be like 12 minutes, right? I don't know what it's doing. Those 4 corners. Okay. This is like some like monkey, like, you know, the monolith from 2001, and I'm just like, oh. The files are in the computer. Just says searching bed calibration point, and it just keeps going back and forth. I am so confused. It's doing math. Okay. I can take the paper out now? Okay. Whatever it's doing is helping the engagement. Yep, my numbers are going up. It's... Well, you said 12, it said 12 minutes, and it's still in the one corner. Oh well. The Pinda is one standard zip tie down, so we'll move shortly. Okay. I have noise canceling on too. Why I take the paper out? Oh, I don't think it really matters. It's not touching the bed. It just says searching bed calibration point 104. Hey, I'll keep the paper in there. It'll slowly get closer to the bed. It's taking its sweet time, like... It's trying to figure out how square the frame is, like... Well, this takes like 2 seconds to do it. And then it compensates for it. Okay. Here's clipper skew detection at work. One corner. Two corner. Oh! This sounds horrible. It's just grindy. Now, granted, it's on like a wooden table that amplifies it. It's determining the angle. Oh. Wow. Prusas are quite noisy. Now we'll see. Well, it's not crashing into the bed, so. Normal sound for Prusa, okay. Well, I wanted to put grease in the rods, or in the bearings, but it said not to, because they come pre-oiled or whatever, so. How much time we got? An hour and 15 minutes. I'd like to do like one of the demo, like the bed level print on this and call it a day. And then next week we'll actually do a full-on print. So in the meantime, I'm going to shill. If you would like to buy some Only Benchies merch, check out the merch store. You get this awesome hat that says Only Benchies. We also have stuff like, where do I still have it in here? I still do. We also have Only Benchies shirts, and then also, because it ain't easy, we have Crimp It Ain't Easy shirts. And stickers and other stuff in the merch store. So check it out. Link in the description. I got you all stuck here anyways. I might as well shill. Yeah, for the actual printing stream, I'm thinking I'm going to put on my granite slab here. I'm just happy we didn't short anything. How's the other printer review going? The KPS3, pretty good. I did some prints on it. I got a little Dratini here. Little Flexi Dratini. And then I printed a bunch of those stackable sugar gliders. Yeah, the stackable... Knock my camera over. Focus. These little stackable sugar gliders. They just stack up on each other. They got little tails. So I printed a bunch of those. It's going pretty good. There's a few mechanical things I don't like with it, but it's printing. What's the oldest printer design you have besides Prusa? In terms of like oldest, I have a V00 and a switch wire. Those are like the oldest models I have. I'm pretty sure it was switch wire. Well, actually, switch wire, V00, and I think V1.8 were all announced on the same day, and I have all three of those. So that, yeah. Although, actually, the bonsai, I think the bonsai is the oldest design. It's from Thingiverse. So it probably is the bonsai, actually. Take care, Bill. Is there an Only Benchies official Benchie? Yep. You have to print a Benchie with no walls. So if you're curious what an Only Benchie is, I think it started with like this. So you printed a Benchie. This is actually in carbon fiber nylon, because why not? It's actually really light. So 200% scale, and I think 25% infill is the go-to, and no walls. And that is an Only Benchie. That's kind of how the meme started, I think. Don't have an Ender 3 kicking around? Yeah. I don't know. Do you consider this kicking around? Like, I've got the bed, I've got the controller, I've got a motor. I don't know, is that kicking around? Is that considered kicking around? Ah. What was the first filament and color used? Oh god. Whatever the white sample filament that came with my Monoprice Select Mini. And then after that it was some, what was it? It was, not Matter Hackers. Whatever the common one on Amazon for a while there. Hatchbox. It was some Hatchbox. Smell that bed goes on a legacy. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. There's a few ideas. There's a thing that you can use to turn like plastic bottles into filament. I might do that project with it, but that uses like an Ender 3 like original, not an Ender 3 V2. Yeah, the pet bot. Why was the Ender reduced to parts? I don't use it, and I wanted to check the power supply to see if it was a mean well, because apparently they're saying they come with mean wells and they don't. That one did come with a mean well, but apparently a bunch of them don't. So I took it apart for that, and then I realized I haven't printed with it in probably like over a year. So I'm just gonna break it down for parts. Yeah, I'm assuming it's looking for the magnets. So it's over the circles. There's like a magnet there, I think. I don't know what it's doing. Switch wire conversion, nice. Well, I'm talking about, like, if you look on the bed, there's like... Oh, now it's in focus mode. Perfectly focused. There's like little circles on the bed. Pinda is slower detecting but doesn't suffer from heat drift. Okay. Bearing. This has Misumi bearings, so. Mini 3, nice. Yeah, the circle, yeah, a piece of metal for calibration. Makes sense. Is that it? Yeah, the switch wire has it. Look how much the motor hangs off the... I know, and people complain about the switch wire being front heavy. Yeah. So it's obviously not dragging, so I don't need the paper. So it stays the same height pretty much the whole time. Yeah, it just goes back and forth. Any update? Playing with it this week. Direct man core Xyz over linear rails plus belt driven. Sure. I think core Xyz is really good. It's just the trick is you got to make sure the gantry doesn't drop on power off. Build experience with skew over 0.2. Probably. It's probably skewed pretty bad. We'll see. I'm just gonna let bed mesh take care of it, honestly. I'm not that concerned. Remember, my V minion's out a millimeter and it prints just fine. Just let a little bit of bed mesh fix anything. First time catching live. Cheers. Cheers. Well, considering how long it's taken it to do it, I'm pretty sure it's pretty skewed. Because it's like, what the frick is this? Skew is different for the mesh. Yeah, I guess you're right, because it's... I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I'm just happy it turned on and moved without sparks or something being wrong. Because I don't want to open this controller box ever again. It's, yeah, I don't want to open it ever again. Measuring X, Y, not Z. Yeah. Hello from Austria. Hello. Clean your sheet with alcohol. I will. I got some ISO over there. I'm just gonna do this, and then send it on its first print, and just see how it handles it. Got some gunk on it. I mean, I got a textured plate there I could put on if I really wanted to. I'm surprised it does not come with a sock. I figured it would come with a sock. For smooth PI sheet, I only use Windex and Kitchen Paper Towel. Black PI sheets. Yeah, black PI is cool. I've got some somewhere. Cheers, Ben. Gonna ERCFA. No, I'm not gonna put an ERCFA on it. I got the switch wires for ERCFA, and the ERCFA can work on the Prusa. One thing I don't like. I know it's designed, but you can't really see it here, but it doesn't have like a PTFE. Like, I'm sure there's mods of this plastic part here that have a Bowden connector, but there's no like way to do a reverse Bowden on this. But I guess the filament feeds straight down into it, so it's not the huge deal. So. There are mods, yeah, I figured. Oh. It's doing stuff. Yeah, I figure you don't need... I like reverse Bowdens. I like the filament being fully constrained from spool to... Oh. Please place steel sheet on bed. I can do that. Okay. Measuring the reference height of the calibration point, 1 of 9. Get ERCFA to work for the Prusa. We got 3 running. Oh, nice. Oh, this part's quicker. You guys want the results? How accurate does it measure for the perpendicular, like for how skewed it is? How close is it? Because I don't want to brag, but they are perpendicular. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Is there a prize? I will eat 1 Haribo. I'll take a picture of that for the Twitter. Yeah. Okay, now what? Is filament loaded? No. Select nozzle, preheat, temperature. It's when you do the print tolerances. I think that's what it's going to do right now. It's heating up. It's usually perpendicular on the Mark III, but the Mark II is a different story. Yeah, the Mark II with the threaded rod. Oh God, remember when people built printers out of threaded rods? Like seriously, we use threaded rods. The fans are super quiet, I will say, but it's a Noctua. I would hope it'd be quiet. They just lowered the standards. Please insert filament into the extruder, then press the knob to load. Oop. Okay, filament's going in. Okay, filament's coming out. Filament extruded with the correct color. No, it's the wrong color. Yes. Now I will calibrate the distance between the tip and the nozzle and the heat bed surface. Okay. The printer will start printing a zigzag line. Rotate the knob until you reach the optimal height. Check the pictures in the handbook. Okay. Bye, John. It's all threaded rods. Ooh. It's saying bed heating. It's at temperature. Live Z adjust is amazing. You can adjust your Z in Clipper. You can, yeah, you can just baby step it up and down. It's still heating. Why are you still heating? You're at temperature. Oh, I gotta click? Info screen, tune. It just says bed heating. That date's wrong. Need to wait a little? Okay. Oh, the PID is not great, so it's gotta like wait for it to stabilize or something. Old firmware. Yeah, it's like year-old firmware. But it should still work. Oh, that's a firmware build date. Ooh, okay. Probably PID tune. Okay, well. Let it do its thing. Oh! Self-test okay. Oh man, that Y is loud. Okay, so adjust Z. Okay. I think that's good there. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. That's, wait. No, I gotta do that again. I adjust that. is just laying down the filament. It's not going down. Why aren't you? What the fuck? You wish to repeat this step? Yes. That is not good. Yes. Yeah, that wasn't right. I need to go lower. I went higher. Now we gotta wait for it to heat again. Oops. Hold on. Well, it was laying it down and it was just sticking to the bed, so I'm looking down at it from the top, but I should have been looking at it from the side. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Okay. So I need to go lower. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going higher. There we go. I gotta go lower. Where? There we go. Okay. There. I had to drop it a lot. Okay, I think we're good there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's good. Don't eat the table. Fiber. So I had to drop at 1.105 millimeters. Not perfect, but it's good enough. I'll take it for now. No. All is done. Happy printing. Okay. What time is it? We got 50 minutes. Prusa i3 MKS3. Okay. Go into support settings, show skew and belt tension. Okay, firmware. The firmware is old. Date. Xyz Calibration. Okay, slate skew. 0.12. Oh, measured skew 0.02. Okay. Belt status. I don't know what that means. Voltages. Cool. 0.02 millimeters for the skew. I can live with that. I can live with, you know, like 10% of a first layer skew. Okay, let's put the SD card in. Let's see what's on it. So Prusa test pattern, Prusa whistle, Batman, 3D hubs Marvin, 3D Benchy, Tree Frog, gear bearing, Triceratops, vase. Oh, they do have the Nefertiti. PLA, I don't know. Let's do the test pattern. Do the test pattern. Change the mesh to 7x7. How do I do that? Stop print. Yes. This is under support. Main calibration. Good mesh leveling. No. What? Settings. Main. Settings. Good mesh leveling. There you go, 7x7. Prusa test pattern. It's Prusa test pattern. Okay. Sorry for the answer, but have you announced the 2 product ideas for this Prusa? What do you mean announce the 2 project ideas? Like, I do want to put a Pi 02 in it if I can get my hands on one. And I'm just going to print a bunch with it. Yeah, we're going to do the test pattern. Bed heating. And yes, I will. I'm not gonna update the firmware on. Actually, how do you update the firmware? Is it just throw it on the SD card and plug it in the printer? Prusa MK3S Plus firmware. Downloads. Yeah, 3.11. I think I'm on. What am I on? 3.10. I am not doing any mods to this printer for a while. I am running it bone stock via cable and USB. Okay. Oh, so I have to club it in. Oh, Prusa slicer and connect your PCD. Okay, that makes sense. You can't just throw it on an SD card and plug it in? E3D contact. Well, here's the thing, Frenzy. If somebody did have that info, they probably are under an NDA. So they're not going to share it. Wow, that's quick. Yeah, it's not a slow printer. It's just people print slow on it. I'm sure you can actually print pretty quick on this. Wow, it really splooges that first layer out. Okay, mobile. I don't know what this even is. What are we printing? Z. Yeah, I gotta drop my Z just a bit here. Live adjust Z. A little bit more. 1.2. We were pretty close. I don't want to go too low. Yeah, I think we're okay there. Yeah, I think we're okay there. You can press and hold the knob to get to live Z. Oh, cool. That's just baby stepping, right? That's just baby stepping it up and down. Yeah, it's baby stepping. Now it saves that value, right? It'll always, it keeps it, like it remembers that value. I don't need to, was it printing? It's a test pattern. 25-minute test pattern, I guess. So, yeah. Can sort of see is that offset per sheet. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm just printing what's off the SD card right now. Saving the Z offset. No, but here's what you can do is in most firmwares, let me pull it up here. Okay, so in most of them, you don't get the value until it's printing something, but you can baby step it up and down, and then you can just save that value. Like it will up. So if your Z offset is whatever, and you start a print and you have to baby step it up or down to get a good first layer, you can then hit save, which will then update your Z offset to that new value. So going forward, if like you always find you have to baby step it, you can just save that new Z offset value. So it's basically the same thing as this. So instead of it just having a floating number that's always variable, this will just, Clipper saves your Z offset, but then you can easily update it after a baby step. After the print, go to settings mode and change it to still. Yeah, you lose torque though. I'm not a huge fan of stealth chop. I'd rather have torque. My printers live in a room by themselves. I don't care about noise. I will say, you know, the startup procedure is definitely, like, here's the thing, I don't have many other commercial printers to compare to. I had the Ender 3 V2, I have a Mingda Magician, I have the Super Racer, and I have the whatever the crappy IDEX one. And yeah, there's definitely, you can definitely tell, like, this is a different tier of machine. That's for sure. Push and hold the knob. Yep, they're like the 10th person to say that. Pi02 is 50 in the U. Oh, I know. Hoping they just come back down like GPU prices just kind of come back down. That would be nice. Yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna run this as stock as I can for the longest time, because I want to get that Prusa experience, because I've never played with a Prusa, and people always, you know, hype them up and say a lot of good things about them. So I'm like, you know what? We'll give it a go. David from Printed Solid was nice enough to send one over. So yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, I'm looking at, I'm doing basically what I'm doing with the KPS3 with this machine. I'm looking at this machine as if, hey, what is a 3D printer? Oh, this looks cool. I'm gonna buy a 3D printer. And there's like two schools. You either go and you buy something cheap like a KPS3 or an Ender or a generic V-wheel bed flinger number 52834, or you buy something like a Prusa. Look at that bed fling. It done be flinging that bed. Look at it go. So yeah. You can speed it up without losing quality. Prusa is very conservative with speeds. This wall speed seems a little slow, but like that infill speed was pretty on the money, I think. That was a nice first layer. It's a Prusa. Well, I want to consider this the first print, and here's the thing with printers, okay? If your motion's mechanically sound, okay, that means like you're not all skewed and you're not running on loose V wheels or whatever. All printers can pretty much move exactly the same way, roughly the same speeds. What really comes down to like a print. So I don't consider this is a test. This isn't a print. This is, you know, I could put a Sharpie on here and it'd be doing the same thing. It's the extruder consistency and part cooling. That's what really makes prints good. Because if you take the time, any printer that has sound mechanics, a good extruder, and a good cooling solution can print a good benchy. Pretty much any printer. Okay, money doesn't matter. It's how fast can you do it, how reliably can you do it. That's the big thing. Because anyone could take the time and tune a profile for a printer. One of the best benchies I ever printed was on my Monoprice Select Mini, and it took 3 hours, but it was a damn good benchy. Versus my Voron, which does a benchy of roughly similar quality in 30 minutes. Like, it all comes down to how you tune your profile, really. Like, a lot of it. A lot of people just run the default profile and send it. Fast with turn the knob, clockwise while printing. Cool. I'm not going to change. I'm letting it do its speed. Prusa part cooling is not amazing. It's got a 50-15 fan. It's only 5 volts though, I think. Yeah. 5 volts. I don't know why they... You can get 24 volt fans. It would save you cost on the controller for not having to, the part to step the voltage down. Although I guess you already need 5 volts for like the drivers and whatnot, so it's there. But like, I don't know why they have 5 volt fans instead of 24 volt fans. It just makes finding replacement parts harder. Learned how printer works on my Ender 3 Pros. Placed so many things and it was great and not a waste of money. Honestly, I think I'm going to do a video. I think I'm going to do like record a rant video today or tomorrow about the whole, you should buy a crappy printer to start and learn on. Because I really, after being involved with 3D printing for 4 years and running a YouTube channel that gets a lot of questions from newbies, I really disagree with that whole buy a cheap printer to start. No, how do I word this? You should buy a printer that you shouldn't have to do anything to start. The amount of times I've had people buy like an Ender 3, like the $99 Micro Center Ender 3 Pro, and get out of the hobby because for the life of them they couldn't get the bed flat. The bed was just a Tony Hawk Pro Skater level and they could never get that first layer good, and they just got super frustrated and just dropped the hobby right there. And then you tell them, oh, just go get a piece of glass. It's like, well, why am I doing all this stuff? Well, like, really your first printer should be a printer that you can unbox and print with. It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to go for a Prusa, but it should at least be a printer that you could unbox it and print. And one of those things is bed mesh. I think your first printer should have bed mesh, because yes, you can, you know, manually level it. Manual leveling isn't hard. The bed mesh is there to compensate for the shitty bed not being flat. If you run a bed mesh, you can at least compensate for your bed being screwed up. I think you should get into 3D printing with an easier printer than a crappier printer, because you can learn on it isn't a valid excuse if a lot of people just quit the hobby right then and there. It shouldn't be, you know, you should learn to maintain your printer. If your printer is good, you shouldn't have to do much other than, you know, check on the belts and maybe lube it every now and then and clean out some gunk out of the fans. Like in terms of maintenance, I haven't done any maintenance on this guy other than, you know, swap to the stealth burner in 2 years. Like none. But yeah, I really think people should be looking for a good 3D printer for the first one, not on the type of person. It does depend on the person, but the problem is people say that as kind of like a bench rule. Like, oh, you should. It's like, no. If you are, you know, if you are a technical person and you want to like wrench on it, then yes, by means go ahead. But for the average person, it should be, you should buy, honestly, it needs to be price at a point where if the hobby isn't for you, you're not out a lot, okay? I think the Prusa kind of is a little above that. But I think bed mesh should be a thing that should be on any printer you recommend to a newbie. Especially for somebody who just wants to print things. If they want to tinker, build your own printer. I'd rather build my own printer from scratch than unscrew up a shitty printer that, you know, was built wrong from the start. So I'm curious, why does the switch wire only have a mono wire? That's all it needs. It's all it needs. There's nothing pushing on the bed. And it makes belt routing easier because then you don't have to have like the belt in the middle and then two. Yeah, that's all it needs is a single Y. CR6 and it worked like a charm. I want to hear an Ender rant video. You think Anchor can close that? Here's the thing with the Anchor Mate M5 that I'm worried about. They have their whole cloud service. And look at the shit that's going on with Creality Cloud right now, okay? I don't like a printer being tied to a cloud service. Now, apparently you could feed it regular G-code, okay? But if you want to use their monitoring software and everything, you got to rely on their cloud. Honestly, just buy it. Perfect world if they were available. Buy a Pi 02, slap a webcam on it. There, you can monitor any printer without relying on proprietary firmware or software. But yeah, what is the printer though? The Anchor Mate M5. It's a V-wheel bed flinger. Or actually, I think the carriage, the X carriage, the tool head's on V-wheel. I don't know what the Z is on, and I think the Y is on rails. But it's a 250 millimeter cube bed flinger. Like hardware-wise, there's nothing special at all about it. It's a normal printer with an app. It has a bed probe. It has filament jamming notifications, and it's like a Prusa where it can detect if you skipped this or if it's, you know, you smacked it. I don't run any stall detection on any of these printers, and I haven't had a layer shift in years. You just got to have your motors tuned right and run at speeds that the printer can run at. You like Chep and get an Ender 2 Pro? Yeah, he's been really recommending the Ender 2 Pro. I haven't played with it, but like, if it's like the KPS3, which I do have a KPS3, so I can comment on this one. This, I'm loving this little thing so far. It's kind of akin to, if you've ever played a game like Grand Theft Auto, right? A big open world game where you have to like work to unlock stuff. And then your buddy comes over and punches in a cheat that unlocks everything. And you just kind of lose the drive to play because everything's already, you have it. Like, it's like at Elden Ring, right? I played the crap out of it. I put like 80 hours into it. And I beat the game. My guy was all like level 150 something. You know, kitted out, fully maxed out weapons and everything. And I'm like, I'm going to start a new game plus. And I played for like 20 minutes and I haven't picked it up since because I've got it all. So playing with like a shitty little entry level printer is kind of like, ooh, this is kind of fun. Because my Vorons is just, you know, file print go. Ender 3 S1 Pro, good too. I've heard good things about it, but I'm hesitant to rep Reality at all right now, so. Got gifted a crappy CR10 clone and replaced every component. It's the printer of Celsius. I was hosting Spaghetti. They are working on getting Spaghetti Detective in Clipper. So, and you play on your switch wire bend when you rock it up and down. My rail has a tiny bit of play. I'm sure, yeah, if you push on it, it'll rock, but you're not pushing on it during a print. The print doesn't, the tool head doesn't touch your bed ever. It lays plastic on it, but as long as it's not moving up and down when it's printing and everything motion is on the center, you're fine. Like, you know, yeah, my V Minion bed rocks if I push on it. My V0 bed rocks if I push on it, but when you're printing, you're not pushing on the bed. LTT store, yeah, LTTstore.com. Buy a water bottle. It's a very good water bottle. Thoughts on an LGX Lite? I've heard good things. Go for it. I have an LGX Lite. I gotta put it in a machine still. Bondtech, if you're watching, I will put it in a machine. Change color, please. Change what color? It says Prusa. I found a project on Thingiverse of someone putting an afterburner on the KPS3 but poorly documented. Probably. Thoughts on Open5X? What is Open5X? Open5X. Accessible 5-axis 3D printing. Oh, okay, it's just a 5-axis thing. Here's the thing. People are like, oh, this stuff is super cool. And don't get me wrong, it is cool having, you know, another axis and whatnot. I have a tool shop background. I worked around CNC machines, 5-6 axis CNC machines all day. So this is like, you know, rolling up on that country, you know, or an island with a bunch of, you know, people who don't have access to fire and rolling up and showing them an oven. There you are. Hey, get over here. Get over here. Come say hi. Oh, there's a good boy. There you go. Oh, you want the pets? Oh my God. All the fur. All the fur. You are getting fur in my brand new machine. Okay, run away. Knock over everything. There's your doggo. But yeah, in terms of that, like, this is stuff CNC has had decades. We are limited by the slicers and the firmware. That is our problem. Because you can build 5-axis easily. You can slap a V6 on a KUKA arm. As long as you have the slicer and the firmware to support it, you can do it. So, we got 300 likes. Gummy time? Fine. I'll eat the gummy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. And also, you can donate too if you want with super chats. And actually, I think you can do what? That button's new. You can do like super thanks now. I don't know. I would not be able to do what I do without your continued support. You help produce. English. I'm just gonna eat a Haribo now because I can't talk apparently. Most likely Delmar. I want an LGT screwdriver. I have a pre-order for one. The Arion ER20 is sold often, 150, 30 minute to print. 3D touch and sensorless homing, not bad. Mine lived 2.5 months before the board died. Oof. No, I was looking at my page here. There's a problem with gummies. I can't talk and eat. I have a button now. I didn't realize, I don't know how long this button's been here, but I have a button that just says insert ad. Like, I can just make you guys see an ad right now if I wanted to, I think. How to kill viewership in one easy step. How's York for doing? Functionally it's fine. I need to figure out a buffer system still, but it's on like my list of things. Try it. Okay, please don't. I just want to see what happens when I push this button. I don't know if it applies to members or everyone. I'm not going to do this thing regularly. If I didn't even know this thing existed, but I'm going to. There's a button here that says insert ad. I just want to see what it is, and I want you guys to tell me what happens. I've never seen it, so don't leave. Don't forget there's a draw. You got to be here for the draw. The draw is in 23 minutes, so make sure you enter. But in the meantime, I'm gonna insert an ad. See what happens. Okay, it said ad inserted. Did anything happen? Did you guys get an ad? Ad popped up. Oh! Everything just went black. Yep, got an ad. Okay. So YouTube Premium doesn't get it. Nothing. So I think... Okay. No ad. So some people got an ad. No. Okay, so I run an ad blocker, so I don't see ads anyway. Okay, so Premium, nothing. I am Premium, no ad. Okay, so... Oh, ad. So Elizabeth, you got an ad, which... Okay, so I got to know that. Okay. So I figured it was because Twitch, you can do this on Twitch, right? Because the way Twitch works is if you don't queue up ads, like if you don't display an ad, if somebody new comes to your stream, they get forced an ad. It's like 30 seconds. So what a lot of streamers do, they'll do ads on regular intervals manually. So that way if somebody joins the stream between those ads, they don't get an ad when they first join. Yeah, that chases people away, right? You're gonna go check somebody out, you get an ad immediately. So it looks like some people got ads, some didn't. Okay. No premium, no ads. Yeah. So it looks like some people did, some people didn't. I just wanted to see what happened. Premium and ad blocker. Well, you're not going to get an ad if you have premium and ad blocker. So yeah, it looks like it's pretty much just throws it, because YouTube will only show you an ad too if you haven't seen an ad in a certain amount of time. Like if you've recently seen an ad, YouTube won't show you another ad. The algorithm, YouTube's ad algorithm is actually really scarily good. Okay, so I think I just made like 2 pennies off of you guys. So thank you for supporting me. Hey, look, it says Prusa. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy. Came off very good. YouTube does not does ads at the beginning of your streams on mobile devices and non-ad block PCs. Yeah, that's, but on YouTube it's a 5-second you can clip, you can skip. Twitch ads on Twitch are horrible. They're 30 seconds and you can't skip them. Okay, so don't worry, I'm not going to be pushing that button. If I have to go run out of the room for a minute, I might push the button, but I'm not going to push the button. I literally just noticed it said insert add, and I never seen that button before, so I just wanted to see what it was. Okay, so it printed. Huzzah! Now what? That's scary good for a first print. Well, it's not even a first print. It's just a test. So it lied. It said it was a 25-minute print. It took 26 minutes. Lied. Matt Shammy 5. Cheers, appreciate it. Now you can say you made 502 on your ad. You got something on my beard. I got something on my beard. Right. A little bit of fluff. Okay, so we got 19 minutes here. You know what? I'm going to start that Nefertiti print. It's a flex plate. Why am I doing that? Oh, I love fresh PI. Focus on the hands. There you go. I love smooth PI at times. Ooh. Use Prusa. I use Super Slicer. Prusa Slicer and Super Slicer are pretty similar. Okay, I gotta update the firmware. People have been yelling at me, I gotta update the firmware. So let me update the firmware. So let me open up Prusa Slicer because I do have it on this computer. Prusa Slicer. There we go. Let me download and install the new version. Okay. Have you tried G10 yet? No, I haven't. And G10 is pretty much just fiberglass, isn't it? Like it's fiberglass. So wouldn't that be the same as like fiberglass beds, which were quite common back in the day? Tom, thank you for becoming a member. I have gigabit Ethernet. Why are you not downloading faster? Super Slicer has been great. Have I checked Cura 5? I've been using Cura 5 for the KPS3, and it's fine. Yeah, it's epoxy fiberglass, yeah. So I remember like that was a thing back in the day where people used fiberglass beds. That was common back then. Ooh. Did you crash on me, Prusa Slicer? Oh. Okay. Everyone, okay. Sure, install. Sure, next. Okay. Yes. Okay. See what goes on here. I didn't deselect anything. I'm installing whatever. Finish. Okay. I use Prusa Slicer for my Prusa and Super Slicer for my boards. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing a completely fresh install here. Okay, so screen. Do not send anything. Okay, so original Prusa Mark 3S. so these are like default settings, I guess. Configuration. How do I do the firmware update? You said flash printer firmware. So, let me downloads. I did download it. Oh, it's extract. Okay, so browse. Downloads, Prusa firmware. Okay. I downloaded the firmware already. Flash. Flashing failed. Please see the AVR. What? Cannot open port COM6. What? Okay. Sorting files. Rescan. Yeah, so it's there. It's not flashing. It is connected via USB. It's right there. Open Prusa Slicer as admin. Okay. Okay, printer setting. Nope. It did restart when I plugged it in. I'll recycle it, okay. Turned off. Turn on. No. Nick, thank you for becoming a member. Have we got Super Slicer open? I do. Okay, Super Slicer's close. Flash, rescan, unzip. I did unzip it. So unplug it. Rescan. Yeah, okay, it doesn't show up when it's unplugged. Plug it in. It's right there. Cannot open port 9. Why can't it open the port? Did I install a driver? Where would that be? Configuration. Oh yeah. Use another USB port directly from the motherboard. Okay. See if this USB cable is long enough. You're coming on an adventure, Prusa. How many? Do I have a free USB port? I don't. What the fuck? Why do I not have any free USB ports on this computer? There. There. Is that a USB port? There we go. Okay. Configuration. So it's plugged in. Flash print. Okay, there it is. There is flash. Failed. Device manager. Ports. Nope, only one COM9. Close Cura. Oh. Okay, apparently can't have Cura open. Uploading. 24%. Okay, you can't have Cura open apparently when you're flashing firmware on a Prusa through Prusa slicer. I don't know. What drive system would you recommend for an Ender 5? Throw a Bontech LGX on it? Or something like that. LGX Lite? Orbiter? I got an Orbiter. I'm using Orbiter. I got LGXs. They're all good. Cure has a serial port locked up. That would do it. Now, I don't have to recalibrate, do I? Do I have to go through that whole calibration thing again? Yeah, it's the correct. I downloaded it a minute ago. Okay, everything's saved. That's good. Flashing succeeded. Prusa MK3S. Okay. Plug that. Yay! It's alive. Where'd I put the SD card? Oh, there's underneath the printer. So let's get something printing, and then we'll do our draw. And then that would probably be it for the stream. So we'll get ourselves a little Nero 3D cube going. We'll slice it with the 0.2 millimeter quality generic PLA Prusa profile, I guess. Slice now. An hour and 30 minutes. Okay, export G code to our SD card. Okay. Why are you saying restart the printer? It says it's good to go. Should I restart the... Okay, I'll restart it. See ya, 3DP. Okay. SD card in. Put this on a mat just so it doesn't make as much noise, hopefully. Nero test cube. There we go. What hot am I using the most? It depends on which printer I'm using, but I really like the Revos. Okay, so don't forget, we are doing the draw. If you have not entered for your chance to win some Jesse filament from Printed Solid, the draw will be at 5 p.m. Eastern, so in 5 minutes, 5 minuto, we'll be doing the draw. So if you live in Canada or the US and you want to enter that draw for your chance to win, it's pinned in the chat. It's also linked in the description. What do I think about the Cura 5 beta? Here's the thing. I'm just using the base profile for the KPS3 that's built in, and I don't know, it works. I haven't used Cura in a while, so I don't really know if there's any real differences. Like, it just works. How often do I use non-0.4? It really depends what I'm printing. If I'm gonna print something like some skirts or whatnot, I'll throw the 0.8 in to do it quicker. And if I'm not doing stuff like that, I don't. It really depends. I'll switch a lot and then I won't switch. The bed's still clean. I'll give it a quick wipe down. You do not have to be present to win, but you know, the draw's in 4 minutes. You might as well stick around. No, I don't do the, unless it's vendor requested, I don't do the, you have to be present to win. What I do is you can only enter during the stream. So you have to come to the stream to enter. But you don't have to be present to win, because I know I have a lot of viewers in different time zones and different work schedules and whatnot. I'm gonna leave it at 7x7 because why not? On a hour-and-a-half print, 30 seconds at the beginning of the print doesn't really matter. It does it pretty quick, so. The sound of this thing hitting the when it homes is just thunky. Doesn't like print. I don't think I've ever printed over USB. I always do direct upload. So like Clipper, where you upload it to printer, or SD card. I don't think I've ever printed over USB. Why is he building a Mark III? Why not? I wanted to build a Prusa. I wanted to see what a Prusa was. So I built one. And it was sent to me by Printed Solid. My little promotion. Collaboration type thingy. I don't have something in my app. It's sketchy. There we go. I really should have put grease in those bearings. You got 2 minutes to enter the draw. How does it convert an older Voron that uses ramps to SKR2? Not hard. Obviously, you're going to need to update your config, and you're going to have to change your pins because the wires probably are DuPont, and you probably have to go to JST. But you're just rewiring the controller. So if as long as you have enough extra wire in the box, not that big of a deal. There's a draw. It's linked in the description and pinned in chat. USA and Canada only. You have 2 minutes. Wheel of names. What are we printing? We're printing the Nero 3D cube. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. We will get an XL. Yeah, I do have a pre-order in for the XL. So, Okay, so let's do the draw. Let's do the draw. So if you have not entered yet, no, you're too late. Okay, 450 people entered. So this is for 2 drawings of, I think it's 3 spools of filament, of Jesse PLA filament. Or I don't even know if it's PLA. I think you have the choice. I can't remember. You're getting some free stuff from Printed Solid, so that's always good. And then I gotta go pick up the little guy at daycare. Okay, so put the names on. Oop, gotta get rid of those names. Now we wait while Wheel of Names freaks out. 2 draws of 3 spools each. There we go. Why are people dropping right now? The numbers that you see fluctuate. YouTube actually like has lag and whatnot when it comes to numbers. It jumps. Like, I will say we had pretty low numbers for a good chunk of this stream, and now they're getting up to like what normally we get. But anyways, here's our Wheel of Names. So for those that are new to the channel, we normally go by randomizing this. So how many viewers we got? 390. So I need a number between 3 and 9. Can somebody give me a number between 3 and 9? Ooh, if we hit 400 likes, that would be cool. 6. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This does 2 things. 1, it gets a little bit of audience interaction. You know, we gotta make the draw exciting. And 2, this helps my YouTube metrics by driving my engagement numbers up. So, let's spin. Oh, it went slower. Why did it go slow? Oh well, still random. And the winner is... Oh, it's all animated now. Andrew Stowell. Congratulations. A winner is you. I was playing around with the settings. Apparently you can like personalize these a bit more now. There we go. So hopefully we only have one of you. We only have one of you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Andrew. Okay, so we remove you. Now I gotta customize his during spin. We want a faster spin. Okay, so Andrew, how many letters are? I don't know. Somebody give me a number between. Let's just do 5 and 15. Number between 5 and 15. Nine. I could do that. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, go! Boom. Hey! Weave! I gotta wait for the animation to finish before I can just highlight your name. Congratulations! You won, Weave! Go. Find your information. Copy. There we go. Yay! Congratulations. Go. I love giveaways. So I'm gonna let this print here. I'll take a picture when the print is done. I'll put it on my Twitters. So if you're not following me on Twitter, at 3DPNero, you can follow me. It's the best way to get like updates and whatnot, like about streams, when streams are happening, if anything's changing, or if you want to see my random rantings or whatnot. Turn that cat into a Voron photo. Actually, can I change appearance? Upload image. Oh, I can! Ooh, 1 second here. I should have done this from the beginning. I can make it the Nero 3D logo. Woo. Cool. I wish I could use marbles. Like if you watch Twitch, the Twitch streamers, they use marbles and everyone's like a marble and it races down but you can't because you have to like, it only works with like the Twitch API. Gummy time, 430. Fine, I'll eat a gummy, but I gotta go. I still got, you know what? We're gonna raffle off the rest of the Haribos. I gotta go, but it takes too long to eat gummies. There we go. Okay, so that is the end of the stream. Next week we will do one more stream featuring the Prusa. Usually how I do it is I do like a wrap-up stream where we just print something and just kind of hang out and talk about the build, things I like, things I didn't like, kind of like an after-action report. So that will be next Tuesday. Printed this Friday for Print and Chill Friday. I don't know if I'll have a guest or not. And then we'll continue on with the Micron and hopefully get it moving on Saturday. Yes, Saturday. So, for those that donated during the stream or became members of the channel, I thank you for your support. You allow me to create the content I can't create. Create the content I create and do the things I do. I would not be able to do it without your continued support. So I do thank you there. And for everyone else, you're awesome. A shout out to Printed Solid and David for providing this printer for this build series. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, folks. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and cheers.